Buyers with cold feet are canceling at record levels. That's right. In July, 58,000 buyers walked away from deals. That's 15.3% of all purchase contracts fell through escrow. That is a record. It is a high amount. And this is reported in Redfin just a couple days ago. And as Redfin notes, that we're all familiar with the reasons, but things like concerns with affordability, rates and prices, of course, getting spooked by inspections or appraisals, or even perceiving better options being available mid-transaction, or just general jitterness from the news and market uncertainty are all giving buyers cold feet. And so they're willing to walk away more than ever. And it's a challenge for us, right? Now, the question is their decision good or bad for them? And if it's just an emotional decision, if it's a bad decision, that's where we come in as professionals. We need to make sure that we help educate them up front, and then we stay close to them through the transaction, holding their hand closely, addressing all of their concerns, their emotions. And if it's the right deal, the right home, we have to help them find a way to close that house, even amid the fear. And here's the thing that I heard somebody talk about this. I don't remember who it was. I think it was at the family reunion or the Keller Williams event. And the question was, do you know anybody who bought a home 20 years ago that thinks they made a bad choice? And 20 years ago, by the way, was the peak market. If you bought your home in 2007, you saw your home value drop by maybe, I don't remember what the number was, like 10%. But it was temporary. It wasn't a big deal. And yet you got in and you got all this return. Your house has more than doubled in value since then. And so, home ownership over the long range, no matter what your fear is probably the right choice. And we just have to educate our buyers. And it's tricky right now. We really need to earn our commission as great advisors. We have to have huge EQ to the transaction to make, to help get that, buyer's mindset correct. Now, let me quickly show you. I'll show you the article I'm referring to. Here it is, the Redfin News. Home purchases are getting canceled at a record rate. It has all sorts of data, but really the punchline here is this chart which tracks cancellations over the last 8 years. You can see we're at a high at 15.3%. That's just one more challenge we have, and especially if we add that challenge doesn't include homes that are delisted, where the seller, and I think I read a statistic that delistings are getting near 20%. So you have sellers that are backing out because they're not getting the price they want, and you got buyers that are backing out because they have all sorts of leverage and choices, and it's just a choppy market out there, and that's why we keep bouncing around the bottom, for unit inventory, for unit volume. But just keep your head up, really get closer, clients, get inside their head, get inside their heart, and then help them make right choices. And if you do that, it's going to be okay. With that, I hope you're having a great week. Hope you're having a great day. I did do a post on this on my LinkedIn. If you like information like this, I post usually several times a day, stuff like this, stuff that you can either use in your business or you might be able to share in lunch and learns or in sales meetings or in home buyer seminars. Certainly help you create some strategies, but check out my LinkedIn. I will put a link to this article in my notes below. With that, I appreciate you giving me a little bit of your time. Hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you again soon.